G'day guys, I've had one of the viewers wanting to know about my kayak trailer and how I've set it up, so I'm going to give you guys the rundown on that. I wouldn't say it's perfect, it's a work in progress and there's things I'd do different if I was doing it the second time round, so here we go. This trailer's been added to 3 times since we purchased it. To start with, it was just a single T-bar kayak trailer produced by DMW Trailers in Hamilton that make awesome boat trailers. So it just had the one drawbar down the middle, T-bar at the back, single axle, and could fit one kayak on it. Disadvantage of that was with the ute that we had at the time, you couldn't actually see the kayak when you're driving along in the vehicle. It was hidden from sight, so you didn't know if it was still on the back of the truck or not. What we did is we got an extension put onto it, a frame, so it's basically allowing us to have one more kayak on top, and my preferred way of driving even with one kayak was to have the kayak on the higher level so I could see it when I'm driving along in the vehicle. As you legends would know, when you're going kayak fishing, your gear can get pretty smelly. So for me, even though we could take 2 kayaks at this stage, the rods were still inside the truck, and if I was wanting to take 2 people with me, it became a little bit of an issue as to where you put the rods. So the third phase was purchasing the rod box up the top. So if you haven't seen these before, these are the Yakima rod boxes. They're very much for the American market. They're more suitable for bass style fishing gear combos, so bait caster reels and rods. If you're using bigger spinning casting reels like the 6000 size reel in the back, it limits the amount of rods you can actually fit in the storage box. So you would have noticed in my last couple of vids I've been using the baitcaster style reels, and that's part of the transition to actually having all my gear self-contained on this trailer. I had 2 options with the Yakima rod box. I could have put it on top of the truck's roof or put it on the trailer, and I chose to put it on the trailer, but it meant that I had to actually raise everything up, and that's come with a couple of advantages, but it also adds a lot more weight to the trailer. So we're just going to talk through what I've done there. I've designed it so that I could take the spare wheel on the top. I've got a 54 litre fish bin inside that bag there that takes all my kayak fishing clothing and life vest, etc. The extra height's also allowed me to have a paddle bag hanging from the frame so I can carry my paddles there. It's also worth noting that some of the gear that I've designed for my own use, like the rear well covers, have extra attachments so that they are suitable for driving along and they're not going to come off. So a lot of my gear has been designed to be user friendly for what I'm wanting to do in the future. So I can pretty much have the kayaks set up, ready to go, and it minimises my setup time considerably. The other big advantage is that I wash the kayaks on the trailer and I store them on the trailer, so I can have things like my leashes and all that just drying there, ready to go for the next trip. As you would have seen in my last vid, when I'm camping, I've created an awning coming off the trailer. It's just another home-built lorry job. It does the trick perfectly. And the extra heights also allow me to add on a few other features like this. So there you go team, you see my trailer, the way I've got it set up. I like it, it's still a work in progress, but we're getting there. If I was to do the whole exercise again, I'd start with a second-hand jet ski trailer. They're slightly heavier built than what I had with the T-bar trailer. They've got the A-frame in place, so it would have cut out 1 or 2 steps. I really love the feedback that you guys give me in the comments, and it gives me ideas like putting up the kayak trailer that one of the viewers wanted. If you have any things that you want covered, leave them in the comments or message me personally. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch all you guys in the next vid. Cheers.